The average American tax refund this year is $3,100. Most people will spend every dollar of it within 30 days and have nothing to show for it.
My name is Vanessa. I'm 29. I work front desk at a dental office in Atlanta, Georgia. Single mom. One kid, 7 years old, named Amara. Every spring for the last 5 years, I have received a tax refund between $3,000 and $3,800. Every spring for the last 5 years, that money has been gone within 3 weeks. And every summer, I am sitting in the same exact financial position I was in before it arrived. Last year, my refund was $3,400. I remember the day it hit my account. I felt rich, genuinely, like a weight lifted, like everything was going to be okay. $62, that's what I had left 23 days later. I'm not stupid. I'm not irresponsible. I'm a working mother who made 5 specific mistakes with that money. The same 5 mistakes millions of Americans make every single tax season. This video is me telling you exactly what those mistakes are and what I'm doing differently this year, because my refund hits in 3 weeks. And this time the money is going to do something real. The moment most Americans see a tax refund deposit, their brain categorizes it as bonus money, windfall, extra, not real income. That is the most expensive mental mistake you can make. That $3,100, the national average, is not a gift from the government. It is your own money, money you earned, money that was withheld from your paycheck all year. The government held it interest-free and is now returning it. You worked for that money in January, in February, in March. Every paycheck, a piece of it went to Washington. Now it's coming back. When you think of it as a bonus, you spend it like a bonus, impulsively, emotionally, on things you'd never budget for if it came in $258 increments every month. Here's a mental reset that changed how I see it. Divide your refund by 12. My $3,400 divided by 12 is $283 a month. Now ask yourself, if you had an extra $283 in your paycheck every month, would you spend it all on a vacation and a TV? Or would you use it wisely? The refund is just 12 months of that $283 arriving at once. Treat it exactly like you would treat an extra $283 in your monthly budget, with a plan, not with excitement. When people decide to be responsible with their refund, most pay off the debt that feels the worst, the one they're most embarrassed about, the one the collector calls about, the one their family knows about. That is almost never the smartest debt to pay first. The smartest debt to pay is the one costing you the most money in interest right now. Let me give you my example from 2 years ago. I had 3 debts when my refund arrived. A store credit card with $600 balance at 28% interest. A personal loan from a family member, $1,800, no interest, no pressure. And a medical bill, $900, that had gone to collections. I paid the family loan first because it felt shameful. $1,800 gone. Then I paid the medical collection $900 because it was scary. $900 gone. Then I had $700 left and I spent it. Nothing was left to touch the 28% store card. That store card cost me $168 in interest that year. And the family loan had 0 interest. I paid 0 interest debt while carrying 28% interest debt because of how things felt rather than what they cost. Rule: list your debts by interest rate. Highest rate first. Pay those. Feelings don't charge interest. Your credit card does tax refund anticipation is its own financial trap. The moment people know a refund is coming, especially a large one, spending starts before the deposit hits. You put a purchase on a credit card, planning to pay it off with the refund. You agree to a vacation because the money is coming. You tell yourself you'll handle that bill when the refund arrives. By the time the actual deposit hits, obligations have already claimed it. I did this exact thing last year. February, I knew my refund was coming. I bought Amara a bedroom furniture set $780 on my credit card. Told myself, refund money. I also agreed to split a beach trip with my sister. $400, refund money. Signed up for a gym membership with 3 months upfront, $120. Refund money. By April, when my refund deposited, I had $1,300 in pre-spent obligations before I even saw the money. Over a third of my refund was already gone. The rule is simple. Do not spend refund money until it is physically in your account. And do not count it toward obligations until you have a written plan for the entire amount first. Impulse spending before arrival is invisible. You don't even notice it happening. But it is one of the most common ways Americans lose their refunds before they ever touch them. This one is quiet. It doesn't feel like a mistake when it happens. It feels responsible. You get your refund, you don't splurge, you're being careful. Then 3 weeks later the car makes a noise, or the kid gets sick and there's a copay, or the washer breaks, or you have a slow week at work. And because you have no emergency fund, no cushion, you spend the refund on that emergency. Then the next emergency. Then the next. Within 60 days, the refund is gone and you have nothing to show for it except problems that would have existed anyway. I have done this 3 years in a row. Not on fun things, on real things. Emergencies that were genuinely urgent. The mistake wasn't spending the money on emergencies. The mistake was not having an emergency fund so that the refund had to become the emergency fund every single year. Here is the play. When your refund arrives, the first $1,000 goes directly into a separate savings account, not your checking account, a different account labeled emergency fund. Do this first, before anything else, before debt, before fun, before bills. That $1,000 is not for spending. It is for breaking the cycle. Because next time the car makes a noise, you don't have to touch anything. The emergency fund absorbs it. The rest of your money stays on plan. This is the one nobody wants to talk about, because it sounds cruel to call out. After a long, hard year of working and struggling and barely making it, getting a $3,000 refund feels like permission. Permission to exhale, to treat yourself, to give your kid something nice, to feel like a normal person with money for once. And that feeling is real. It is valid. I am not going to tell you that you don't deserve anything good. But there is a version of self-care that is actually lifestyle inflation in disguise. And it is the single fastest way to make sure your financial situation never changes. New phone, upgrade you didn't need. $800. Weekend trip, memories are important, right? $600. New outfits for spring, you worked hard. $400. Nails, hair, spa day, self-care is health. $250. Nice dinner, you never treat yourself. $150. That's $2,200 on things that felt justified individually. But your emergency fund is zero. Your highest interest debt is untouched. Your savings account is empty. Nothing changed. Real self-care with a tax refund looks like this. Take $200, maybe $300, and spend it on whatever makes you feel good. I'm serious. Budget it in. Enjoy it guilt-free. Then use the remaining $3,100 to build something that makes every future month easier. Treating yourself with 10% of your refund and building with 90% is self-care. Spending 90% on feelings and saving nothing, that is not self-care. That is expensive comfort. 4/30, 5:31 p.m., Usama Malik. So what does the right plan actually look like? Let me show you exactly what I am doing with my refund this year. Real numbers, my actual plan. Expected refund, $3,400. Step 1, emergency fund. $1,000 goes into a separate Marcus by Goldman Sachs high-yield savings account the day it deposits. Automatic. Done. Do not touch. Step 2, highest interest debt. $900 my current store card balance. 26% interest rate. Gone completely. One creditor eliminated. Step 3, add to existing savings. $700 toward Amara's school expenses this fall. Back to school costs real money. I'm not going to be caught off guard in August. Step 4, Roth IRA contribution. $500 first time I have ever put money into a retirement account. Small, meaningful. The habit starts now. Step 5, intentional treat. $300 Amara and I are going to Stone Mountain for a day. Good food, good memory, Fully budgeted. Zero guilt. Total, $3,400, every dollar assigned. No money floating around waiting to get spent on nothing. That is the difference between a refund that changes your year and a refund that disappears in 3 weeks. 3 weeks from now, that deposit is going to hit my account. And for the first time in 5 years, I am not going to feel that rush of excitement followed by 3 weeks of spending, followed by the sick feeling of watching it disappear. This year, I am going to feel something different. I am going to feel like it mattered. Because here is what I know now that I did not know at 24. A tax refund is not a reward. It is a resource. And resources only grow if you deploy them intentionally. The Americans who build real wealth are not people who earn more money than you. Most of them earn similar salaries to people around them. The difference is what they do with money when it arrives in a lump sum. They treat it like it matters. They have a plan before it lands. They assign every dollar before they spend any dollar. You are going to get a refund. Maybe $800, maybe $4,000, maybe more. You have right now, before it arrives, to decide what it does. Not what it buys, what it does. Write the plan tonight. 5 categories. Emergency fund first. Highest interest debt second. Savings third. Future investment fourth. One intentional treat fifth. Then watch what happens to your financial stress between now and December. The refund is coming. Let it actually change something this time.